This is dying.
The laptop. And laptop dies quickly, eh? Unexpected.
I literally just shut it and left the house. So it's been running in the bit. Show started.
Okay, the show started.
Yep. Oh.
But we are running there. We are running.
The clock is
Hey, the clock is running.
Yeah, Baba.
We want it back, Baba. Hey.
Baba.
What is his name again? Jason Momoa.
Jason.
No. He's Jason Momoa.
Are you ready?
If you're
Yeah,
late, I will kill you.
What?
What happened there?
Load shedding.
Let me back. Let's go.
Ah, there we go. Pilot.
Hey,
Pilot.
Hey, Escom. Escom.
Escom employed a pilot to fix
Yeah,
the
we are ready.
electricity.
One.
Here we go.
Again.
Okay.
How's it?
What's up, buddy?
I get offended. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Get over it. Got daddy issues.
Yes,
Must go
was
see
never
some
hugged.
psychologist. Never hugged enough when you were born. What's up to the show?
What's up, man?
What do we call you this week?
Who?
Him.
My name. What do you want to call
His
me?
name?
He wants to be funny.
No, Akira Monana. And guess who adds on? Yep, our resident headmaster. That's why I had the head. Anyway, what's up, Linda?
We're
You
good, man.
my
We're good.
Once again, welcome to the show, Linda. Tuso,
Yep.
the bright, not so bright guy. Boy, no, what did he make me
There you
nice?
go. He was very make me nice last week. That is no longer make me
Make me
nice.
nice.
Then introduce the guys behind the
And
camera.
then, obviously, our crew at the back, we've got a new crew member. Hey, tight sheep.
Yeah, tight sheep. Tight
Yeah.
sheep. Tight sheep, Baba.
He says you must feel your back, your posture. Sit straight. Jason and Liam, welcome, guys. Thanks for staying with us. And obviously, me, the host with the most.
The most what?
I knew it. Stop it. Whoa.
Okay.
Stop.
I was about to cover that one.
Stop.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Moss man.
We need
So,
new t-shirts, no?
yeah, we need new I knew it. Let's leave it. When you
Okay.
get different colors, don't get white.
Okay. And black.
Anyway, guys, Akere, you know, this week we've got a new guy who wants a car. As always, every week, guy wants a car. So we're going to go through that quickly. Linda's going to give us his, I don't know what he's talking about. You're going to give us your...
Tires. I'm talking about tires.
You're talking about tires. And Wena, you're going to give us your...
An
little
update on the Nissan
piece.
story that we
Oh, yes.
discussed last year.
Oh, yes. Colors is gone.
And then we've got the guy insurance after this.
Oh, yeah, and then we've got an insurance interview as well. So, guys, stick around. It's a very insightful interview. Most of your questions answered. And then I've got a little bit on sports, actually a little bit on F1. I'm excited for this season.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But, yeah, let's get the show on the road, man.
Yep.
So, this week, I want that car. Quena, Lacoste, the Groot Crocodile. 43-year-old businessman from... 43-year-old businessman from Centurion wants a sports car. He's a fan of a Toyota. And he's had a lot of them in the past. So he currently drives a Prado and has had no complaints. He wants something sporty. And recently test drove the RC350 Lexus, the F Sports. He's impressed by the sports car. No surprise. Recently, he had an argument with one of his buddies who says the RC350 F Sports can't cash its own checks in terms of sportiness and suggests either a 440, is that a BM?
Yeah.
S5, an Audi, or the upcoming CLE 53. So here are his questions to you, because I'm out of this one. He asks, firstly, his buddy, is he talking crap or not?
Yeah.
Right, that's the first question. Are the three cars we've just mentioned natural competitors? And which one would we choose on the show? And would we consider this a sports coupe or a coupe that looks sporty? That's the same thing, right? Lastly, which one would we recommend?
Ladies first.
So I'm out of this one, gents. I'm
Did
sorry,
you see
but
this guy reading?
Did-
You must get this guy glasses. I recommend. Wait. Must get this guy glasses. He wants a sports car.
you know why I read like that?
He needs glasses.
Why?
Have you seen the spelling?
Carry on.
These things.
Carry on.
Anyway,
Maybe let's answer. Is it a sports car?
no, it's a Grand Tourer.
Yeah, it's not
It's a Grand Tourer, comfortable, good looking. It's a car that I like, but no, definitely
this
not a
is
sports car. The Lexus.
The Lexus.
No, it's
3
definitely not a.
350.
What 0 to 100 is what 6.3 or something.
It's about same speed as what a GTI.
Yeah, no, it's a Grand Tourer.
It's a beautiful car. It drives well. The 3.5 engine is smooth. It's
Sounds
not a-
good,
It sounds
but,
good, but it's not a sports car.
Yeah.
So Buddy's telling the truth.
Yes,
He's
I
not
think
talking
Buddy knows
rubbish.
cars.
Okay. And Gwena must
Doesn't-
stick to
doesn't
business.
know
No,
cars.
but I mean, Gwena likes Toyota. That's why he went to Lexus. It
And-
makes sense. And if he has a
Must stick to
Prado,
Prado.
if he has a Prado, getting this car is a natural progression. Yeah.
So then, meaning that with these 3 cars that he's mentioned, the BM, the Audi, and the CLE.
Okay, I don't know what you want.
Look, yeah, he likes Toyota.
Mm.
So for me, I went for the Supra.
Shoo.
GR specifically. Beautiful car, 320 kilowatts, 570 Newton meters torque, 0 to 100, 4.1 seconds.
I know
And
why
these
you like
cars, if he's that way inclined, if he wants more performance out of it, they're highly tunable, can get much more just with the stage 1. And this thing will outperform many, many cars. Exciting car to drive, great award-winning engine. It's a BMW.
this. Obvious.
Now, other people that say BMW is not reliable. Why would Toyota do a JV on one of the most, if not the most iconic car with BMW? Come on, guys, put some respect on BMW's name. Anyway, that's a beautiful engine. And these cars, even the stock ones, or the entry-level ones, if you may call it that, not very quick, but they're quick, they're exciting, proper sports car. You want a sports car feel? That's what you call when you've got the brand you like and the reliability of it. But I'd say the GR, which has a bit more power and torque.
Then you
Definitely.
Can take it to,
And it's around, it's bang for buck. It's around R1 million. So
can
I
take
think-
it to Spanner Valley.
Yeah, I think this one is for you.
this will never go to Spanner Valley.
I think this one is for you. Why do I say that? This guy just said, I drove a RC 350. That's a brilliant sports car. That already tells you that giving him a GR, he's going to end up in a pole somewhere. He thinks the 350 is a brilliant sports car. Yours. So, people like this, you put them in the S5. It's got a quattro, it's safe, it's beautiful, it's as comfortable, it's quick, it won't spin with him. This guy, he drops the clutch, it might just...
So what's the sporty of the two?
when you said stage 1, he thought about load shedding. I'm sure. He didn't think anything about... He didn't think about anything else.
Man, why are you doing this to Gwen?
No, I'm saying you look at the person, you look at the person's profile. GR is too sporty for him. He does...
So is a GR
It's a proper-
a head, a car lover's car?
Petrolheads car, yeah.
Petrol-
Na ha ke tla, me, like literally me, coming and saying, "Ke batla a fast car," you wouldn't recommend
I'll give you a Kia
GR.
Picanto.
Yeah, I'll give you techies. but honestly speaking, I still maintain, look, your car, brilliant. First and foremost, you have to have jelly hair, spiked. You have to wear, hey man, I tune you, man, and with tight
Why are you
jean.
tuning, bruh?
Yeah,
You guys,
and then-
every episode.
and then
It's like-
it's a F boys car. There's a street racer car. This you can tune it. You can do a whole lot of things. I don't like these cars personally because I think they're Z4s wearing. You know a guy from private school, and he comes with a ribbon and he has gold teeth. It's like gangster. That's what this is. So it's a Z4.
I don't even know these analogies, man.
Is
I don't
it-
know
it-
what you're talking
Like,
about.
I just-
Like, we're
It's a
talking about
Z4.
cars here.
It's a Z4 that is. It's a nice dress. I like them. I think it's a good car. It can be tuned. Yes, it's sports racer, but I don't think
It's not for him.
not for him. No,
So, Grand, this
It
guy
will be the
wants a
first time
sport
he
car,
hears.
but he doesn't know
no, he wants a.
that he wants
a coupe.
a coupe.
Okay, I hear what Linda's saying. And this guy's been driving a Prado, very conservative and all of that. But the way I read this guy wants some excitement in his life. He just doesn't know which direction to go in. That's why he went to the Lexus.
So
You're putting him in a 4-wheel drive S5. Boring as hell.
But dude,
Driving
It's just a quick Lexus. That's all it is. Boring as hell.
Dude.
This guy wants, he said, a sports car. He wants to feel something sporty.
You know
and
what?
I can tell you,
you
on a
must wear
budget,
glasses.
relatively speaking, he's going to get it from the Supra.
look,
Fact.
easy. This one I'm not gonna even go far with it. He just says he wants something sporty, and he recently test drove a Lexus RS 350 F Sport. Impressed by the sports car. Impressed by the sports
Yes,
car.
because he knows no better.
What is the
was
this
impressed by
GR
Kia
better.
He was impressed by Kia Ceed with 2 doors. And he's like, yeah.
So GR to mwetsa.
No, GR is too.
Because this S5, I mean,
look,
if you could
get inside, to make two so happy, get inside the 440. Much more exciting as a sports car. It's actually got the same engine as your car.
But it's not a sports car.
It's-
That's another thing I want to
it's-
argue.
it's-
These cars, your S5, your 440, those are not sports cars,
Okay,
guys.
look.
and then the
A
upcoming,
Supra is a proper budget sports car. It's a sports car.
So
Even
you have to choose.
even a Mazda MX-5 with it's low power but lightweight still, that's a sports car. It drives like a sports car.
Okay.
But
sports
these
coupe.
cars
S5?
are not sports. Not even
think
grand.
440.
They're just
Sports coupes. I think they're sporty coupes, and they've got the element of cruising. They've got that element of comfort. They are sportier. They are quick. They are exciting.
they have sporty elements, but they're not sports cars.
so the question was,
He wants a sports car.
he wants a sport. Is this a sports coupe, or is it a coupe that looks sporty?
Yes.
So you are saying it's a coupe that looks sporty.
It's neither.
It's just
It doesn't look
the
sporty.
Lexus.
It looks grand. It looks elegant, like the Grand Tourer is. Doesn't look
the
sporty.
Lexus,
Doesn't look.
right?
I don't see a thing. I think, oh, it looks quick. No,
The
doesn't.
440
Looks classy.
Guys,
The 440?
Look, 440. I'd say choose. Gwen, choose a 440 or a S5.
440. Is it a sports coupe?
Yeah,
Or
it
is it a
is.
coupe that looks?
No, it's a coupe,
sporty?
guys. It's a 2-door 3 Series. Come on, it's not a sports car.
440 with the same engine as that car.
Even
that's
we
coming
could
out.
argue that the M3 and the M4 are sports cars. There we can have a discussion, and some even
I heard
disagree.
M2.
It would start there with the M's. Anything below, it's not a sports car.
Okay, will you disagree with me that the 440 has got the same engine as the one that you just suggested?
Yes,
You can tune it as much as you want as the one that you just suggested.
but it's not a sports car.
Okay.
The same engine you find in an X3 is an X3 sports car. No, you can still tune the same engine.
Fine.
Proper sports car, Supra.
You lose.
You're getting
Yeah.
getting to a Supra, Baba. I think you're gonna end up on a pole. But anyways,
But if he wants,
I must go
think-
to do some advanced driving. Then he can have
this
proper
is-
sports
yeah.
driving.
Now, if
Look.
if he looks like he's going through a midlife crisis, he's 43. Ne? Put him in this
Stay
Supra.
away from the girls.
Ne? Put him in this Supra. Borrow him that skinny jean you're talking about and the
gel.
bandana and the gel. I don't know where the gel goes, but give him all of
The Supra.
those. Put him in a Supra.
Get a
I say
Supra.
if you want a thrill,
Get a Supra. You're
Get-
gonna end
get
up
a
on
Supra.
You're gonna every now and again you're gonna be facing the way you came in from.
and then
And
once
that's
you
the
are
thrill
done,
of it.
once he's done,
That's why
you
it's a
must
sports
call
car.
the insurance guy.
yeah. To
Uh,
come
what-
and show it.
How many
come
times
and
have you heard
show it.
people call turbos, 911 turbos, widowmakers? Sports car must scare you.
But they were with them.
Ferraris, Lamborghinis, those things you drive fast, you feel like it's going to go off the road when it's a bumpy road. It must scare you a bit. That's where the adrenaline comes from. Now I want to be safe in a boring S5. Come on.
My thing is this.
Come
This
on.
guy,
Bro, you
I'm
just
done.
got the,
It's fine.
they just got the flow with you.
Nah,
you know,
come on.
He
You know,
doesn't
Not
even
sports
have a
cars.
comeback.
You know, I'm not actually gonna argue. It's fine.
I've been keeping score. It's 2-1 to 2. So.
Oh,
By the way,
Okay,
we are
it's fine.
keeping score.
It's fine.
So, Lacoste, get yourself a Supra, GR Supra, if you want a proper thrill. Stop this thing, yaori, coupe that looks sporty.
No.
Get a real sports
Get a
car.
real sports car,
Get
man.
this thing, and then you'll be sorted.
I like that the CLE 53 is an option. It's quick enough. Not a sports car, but Mercedes, make the world happy. Put a bloody V8 in that
I
thing.
think they have no
Please.
choice. It's been selling bad.
Jeez, that milk carton is not selling in the C-Class. Anyway, let's carry on.
Let's carry on.
All right, so we are concluding.
Yeah.
Supra.
Super.
You-
I'm gonna let it go. You know.
Because he knows it's a sports
No,
car.
I'm gonna let it go.
You've lost.
Yeah.
They wipe the floor. If it's
I'd
fine.
actually even say get a Z4 here. But anyways,
No,
let's
that
carry
was
on.
ugly. No.
Let's carry on.
Let's carry on.
And it's
What
not
do
tuned
you-
to be a sports car like the
Days
Supra.
of our lives. What do you have for us? So
Yeah, man, like science to the hourglass, the drama of the Nissan situation. Remember last year we spoke about Nissan being in financial troubles, and the forecast was in a few months they would have gone under. Then Honda came, they want to buy them out, or merge rather with them. As we know, Nissan owned, I think it's 15% of Renault and vice versa, and owned Mitsubishi and all of that. So Honda and Nissan announced that, okay, we are going ahead with this merger. But in that press conference, Mitsubishi was not present, was not mentioned. And then, sorry, there goes my battery, but anyway. And then later on in the day, there's another MOU that's presented by Mitsubishi that, oh no, yeah, we are part of this thing, we're still thinking about it and whatever, right?
are you good? Because
No, I'll be good, don't worry. I'll even...
I doubt.
Now, allegedly, Mitsubishi has decided to opt out
Is it?
of the merger, and which would have created the biggest car conglomerate, yeah, right? And they've since issued a statement saying that they're still evaluating their options, so it seems a bit murky. But rumor also is that Honda does not want Mitsubishi. And Honda does not want Renault. They just want Nissan as it is.
But they can't have Nissan without Renault.
Without Renault. And
Because
Renault also
Renault
owns a
owns
part of
it.
Nissan and Nissan. So it's a whole mess. So this situation is still uncertain. I think that what is certain is that Nissan is going to be saved, which is what the main concern was from last year, right? But it will be interesting to see what's going to happen to these relatively smaller players, Renault and Mitsubishi. And I'm actually particularly worried about Mitsubishi.
Because
They might go under. They don't sell well, if you
Were
ask
they
me
not
already.
somewhere there in the...
yeah, there was somewhere in
Yeah.
some list of cars that don't.
Yes.
Look, and I'm sad. I mean, any car brand going is never a good thing. And Mitsubishi is done. And I mean, what do you call those Evos? And remember, there was a big it's got huge
The
heritage.
Impreza, Subaru Impreza competitor.
Yeah. So it shouldn't go. I wonder what's now for. Does Honda not want them, or do they not want to be inside?
That's the question.
Mitsubishi also, I don't think, is too keen looking at how the whole thing is structured. With details, I don't have details of that, but Mitsubishi is also not keen. They
My worry
prefer
is gonna
to
have-
opt
gonna
out,
have
as I've said.
The Japanese being one car. All 4 Japanese going
And
to be Honda.
I think they don't want that because they're such proud people. You now saying
There's going to be Toyota and Honda.
and
that's it.
Honda, that's
With
it.
different-
Wabona.
yeah.
And Toyota considered it, but they own too many brands already and involve too many things.
I think
They're
the
not
mess
gonna-
that the guy I spoke about, Carlos Ghosn, he created this whole mess. Yeah, in his head, he knew.
Did he create a mess?
He created
But
this
sales
whole
picked
thing.
up.
Sales picked
And
The
up.
company was doing well.
So I'm saying he created this whole mess, but he knew in his head
No, I think
how
he
to
didn't-
untangle everything and how it was going to work. We understand? Now he's gone, and then
No one
whoever is
knows
left,
what-
no
yeah.
one knows where.
'Cause it was
what
his vision.
Do you understand? And now it's becoming what we are seeing now. I think had he still been there, maybe we could have seen this thing happening long time ago. Now we're now like an idea how you thought it through in your head, you know how it's going to work. You've convinced whoever needs to be convinced. Badumela sharp itara. Now he's gone. Then Hotla Tuso is we well and Tungwikelang and now people are not understanding each other.
I don't know. I wonder what's next. Slippery slope.
Oh.
Like someone's t-shirt. Anyways, talking about slippery slopes. Slippery slopes. Guys, I was with my son the other day. We're at a tire shop, right? And I was fitting tires, and he's like, "Dad, what's the numbers for?" And I actually asked the madam, "Do you know what these numbers for?" And I asked a couple of people. I actually even asked the sports guy. Like, no. So I wanted to explain quickly. When you look at a tire, what the numbers mean, right? Let me get my notes. Professor Pagati with the
PowerPoint presentation.
Look, I mean, I think if you look at a tire, everyone knows that there's a big name. That's a brand name. You find Continental, Dunlop, blah, 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 blah. So they had to Google the name and then it will tell you what kind of quality it is. Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
No, I had
Someone said it.
No, I had Dunlop.
Dunlop.
Tires. Looping.
Dunlop.
Dunlop.
Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dunlop.
The ZCC guys
Yeah, with
have
the-
treads under their shoes. Those are the Dunlops.
Phela ba re o ka jwela le o tell ZCC for 6 months o na rona le koloi.
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
one.
guys.
That's a
So
good
I'm
one.
gonna
That's
put
a
pictures up as I say that.
VTI.
Guys, we're running out of time. You know that. I thought these guys were doing
Go ahead.
this thing of ours will never go anywhere. We'll never get more than 5 subscribers because they're gonna work on you. Guys. Jason, if you don't understand, there's a church called ZCC. They wear shoes with tires underneath.
Oh, really?
So
They make the soles
they
out
made
of
the sole
tire
out of
treads.
So
I heard
Dan
that they
Loop.
make it- Yeah, the Dunlop.
Yes,
Dan
and then
Loop.
VTI, and then
VTI,
yes,
GTI.
yes.
Now it all makes sense.
VTI. Anyways, guys, so the written name, the VT, okay, there's a written name, you know what that is. And then you get big numbers. I'm sure you know those. Let's say 235/55. The 235, you know what it means, eh? It's the thickness of the tire. The 55 is the width, like
Profile.
thickness. And then the 17 is a radius, right? Now, behind that it says 99. It will say H or a certain. Do you know what that means?
Educate us, please.
The 99 is a load. It's a code for a particular load. So if you go to the website and say 99, that load is about 800 kilograms. And then you get an H that tells you the speed limit of the tire. H, A, there's different letters. If you go and you just Google it, what H, it will tell you like a H would be a 200 kilometer. That's how fast the tire can go.
Okay.
Interesting, eh?
Okay.
And then there's letters on the thing. On the thing, if you look, like P, L, T, T, S, T. P is for passengers. LT is light truck, the different types. T is for a trailer. So if you've got a tire on your car, it's got a T letter. Someone put a trailer tire.
Okay.
Maybe that's a CC guy. The ST is for special trailer. He wanted you to die. Okay. Then there's a small letter. That's actually generally someone's phone is ringing.
Is it?
Did you just switch it off? Did you just go swing?
I didn't eat the cookies.
What phone?
Did you hear
It wasn't me.
Right. Let me get. Is it? While he's pressing it with his testicles.
No, man.
Balls, steel. What do you call it? Balls of steel. Switch off the phone. Okay, let me carry on.
Please edit that out.
I'll edit that out.
Please do.
Balls of steel. Switches off the phone, is it?
Switches off the phone.
Okay. Then there's pressure info. That's a small letter. So it generally will say, let's say, 250 psi. But please don't fill up the tire, please, to 250 psi. It just tells you how much a tire can take before it gets out of the rim or blasts. So it just tells you the maximum tire pressure that it can take. Just look in your car by the boot or by the door or by the petrol handle. It will tell you how much you put. But generally, it tells you there's a pressure gauge that tells you. It's a small writing there. And then there's a DOT. If you must actually look for tires that have a DOT. That means Department of Transport. So the ones from China most probably don't have a DOT. That means that they meet a certain criteria of the Department of Transport.
Okay.
The certain criteria. So you must look at your tires. They must have a DOT. And then
It's written in
No,
small.
please
the
carry on.
DOT, have you seen?
We're not stopping here. Carry on.
He's saying something about Chinese and,
Yeah, carry on.
and then small
Every episode, I
writing.
keep saying.
I don't think you're the one.
Yes.
So there's a number behind the dots. I know you wanted to say something.
Move on,
You see
please.
the DOT.
Let's
then there's
ignore him.
numbers. I'm going to ignore him because we don't even have time. Yeah, we don't have time. So then there's a specific number behind the DOT that he was squinting for. So that number is a batch number. So you must actually always check on the Dunlop tires. It will tell you You look at that number and you put on Google. If there's a recall, you can take it back. It's actually a batch number. And then after that, there's a number that generally says 1454 something, 4518. It's 4 digit. That tells you the manufacturing date. So it would say 4518, for example. That means the 45th, it was made on the 45th weekend, 45th week of 2018.
2018. Okay.
Be careful of that because the tire, if it's more than 5 years, they can't, I think, guarantee the safety of it. It starts not being as effective. So you must look at it. When you buy a car, you must actually look at that. You'll find the 2021, maybe it's the 20th week of 21. So the first 2 digits are the week that it's done, and then 21. And then there's a universal tire quality grading. It doesn't write it there, but it writes tread wear, traction, and temperature. Look, tread wear, there's a number. The higher the number, the longer it lasts. For example, you see a number that says 800. Small writing. That will tell you that it's a longer lasting tires. It's not an exact number, but you look at that, your Michelins will have a higher number. So that means it lasts longer. There's traction. If it has A, it's good. Traction. If it has C, it's like the ZCC tires.
Manyanyat.
Manyanyat, yes. They're not the most grippiest. They're not, yeah.
They can
they're
jump.
Not like, they're not like some
Where
persons.
they can jump.
They can jump.
Potholes, boy, not him not.
Speed humps.
And then even there's you'll see that it will say traction A, temperature A. So that if the temperature A, it means that it can withstand
higher temperature.
higher temperature, and then B, C, D. I mean, once it's
I
E,
mean, by now you're explaining to Mkhize, who drives a Quantum, how far has he listened to you?
look,
While you are
I'll
saying
put
this?
pictures.
Do
All
you
I'm saying.
think
Yeah, I think a
he's-
graphic representation is
Yeah,
going
I'll
to
put a
help.
graphic presentation, but all I'm saying, Mr.
Point to
Mkhize,
the
do me a
various
favor.
things.
Look for DOT, look for the load and the speed, the 99 and the H. The number, there's a 99 after the 2355517. Look for the load and the speed because you might be putting tires that can handle a 16-seater. You're putting tires that can handle all swords with
And
this
that's-
T-shirt. You understand?
T-shirt fits me well.
We must get new T-shirts, guys. Please jot it down.
Can we ask the Chinese embassy to sponsor
H,
us?
yeah.
with
So
new
99, like Mr. Mkhize, look for the load, look for the H, the speed, please. Those are the 2 most important ones. And look for the DOT. Then that tells you the tires are approved by Department of Transport. Look for the load and look for the thing. I think that's the most important thing. And obviously the size that is recommended by the car.
But that's great insight.
Yeah,
I
no,
think.
this was
Come on,
very, very
Tyre.
important
Great.
because doesn't matter how good you are of a driver or
If
how
you
good the
got
condition of the
crap
car,
tires.
but if when the rubber hits the road, it's not good. Forget it.
There
You know-
used to be this guy, Baraki Stunu knows that I could see.
What's his name?
Stunu.
But
Stunu
who
knows
comes
that.
up with it?
I don't know. Give my Bitsakas. You know my Bitsakas.
Okay.
Stunu knows that.
It sounds very...
And he
So-
was a huge, massive guy. Now look at my Tyre. And I remember, back then when we used to drive old cars, you're not
go
going
get
to go
second-hand
to...
tires.
Eh, o tla go Stunu Noza, Stunu Nentanga o nzamele le tire le chipinyana ngwana. Wa bona? Le leng ke 24. Ha kenya 245 ko pele 255 ko morao.
Yeah, okay.
Do you understand? He's what's one? But now that you think about it,
That's dangerous.
it's very
But
dangerous,
again, with what? With the tires that's got 50
Well,
kilowatts.
but still,
The slipping is a problem. That's the only biggest
for
problem.
me, what used to worry me is, especially with trucks, guys re-groove treads
Yeah.
and they finish tire and they sell those.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
Because a person, I know only some guys close by Konada, these guys would always say, I want the cheapest tire. Chikore, that is the first thing they want,
But
they
again,
ask for
understand
when
the-
they get
the-
there.
the-
Can
the
I have the
expensive.
cheapest tire?
But
And
you see, that's the thing. Look for the load, look for the speed, and look for the DOT. Those 3 things I think
Yeah,
are,
this is good
to me-
information.
to me
People
are the
don't
most
know that.
important.
We always use price as a benchmark. My personal experience. Have you noticed sometimes you go to a manufacturer, you want this size, and then they'll say manufacturer A or manufacturer B. Now, but what difference does it make?
Yes.
I learned the hard way. The guy convinced me, like, no, it's the same spec, it's the same thing. Took the car there, and then the manufacturer said, no,
You're not covered.
that's not our type. If anything goes wrong with your car, we're not getting involved. And there was, I'm not sure what the letters were for, but there was NA0. Then you know those belong to that specific manufacturer, even though it's the same size, same description, same loading and all of that. So just be careful of that. Don't just chase only price, because you might find yourself in hot water.
Yeah, please, just guys, look at the DOT. That means Department of Transport. Look at the load. Look at the load is very important. If you're gonna be putting 5 Mswatis in there, you need.
Did you read? There's a rapper.
And then if you're gonna speed while you've got 5 Mswatis in there, you need. And then also look at the temperature. And but that's just look.
And
at
the
those
temperature
things.
thing, crucially, when you were mentioning it, is that heat increases pressure.
Yes.
So bear that in mind. Go with the manufacturer's recommended pressure, not the maximum.
And if you can't afford
That's
tires,
how
just
tire
look at
bursts
that.
happen.
Please, just look at that information and try get. Let's say the temperature. Try get it to A. Get it DOT. Get it.
And by temperature, in case people don't understand, as you drive, your car gets, or your
Gets
tire
hot.
gets hotter. So don't inflate it too much.
There's actually a rapper called USA, a female rapper, but she's massive. Ordered Uber, maybe she took the cheap one, Uber Go, whatever. The guy came with a Corolla, and the guy said, "No, I'm sorry,
Really?
I can't."
It's too much
Because
weight.
Because of the
weight.
tires, these are.
Yeah.
Really?
He said, "Your car, you are too big for my car, so I can't take
But
you."
did you have a scale?
So you could see you didn't need a scale.
Ah,
So the
discrimination.
lady
What are you
is
saying?
now, it's Lyft,
She's
not
suing.
Uber. Ibitswang Lyft.
Yeah.
Eh, so she's suing Lyft now, hundreds of millions. You know, go
It's
USA,
American.
Bashar.
Americans, my man.
She's suing Lyft for hundreds of millions.
So he's gonna go to court. The guy's like, "Yeah, you do look like." an
Because
elephant."
Mona, how come Mona, this
The
woman?
judge will say, okay, fine, I know how to end this. Bring a scale.
Yeah.
And you know what happened now, this whole woke thing, yafela kwa America. It might not go the way of...
Yeah,
Trump-
but I think the
Trump
guy
is killing all the
I think
wokeness.
this guy was discriminatory, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
You can't be that big.
No,
that
it can't be.
Tyre. Is she
Cannot
elephant
be.
big? So when she comes along, my son likes this quote. This like when he sees a herd of elephants, they say, "We are family."
Hi.
What's
I
this
got
guy
all
on
my
today? Why does this guy... Oh, no.
So you're saying
stop.
this lady's a whole family on her
I'm
own?
just saying, no. She's
Dude.
son and friend joke. Like, but you're so fat, Daddy, that when you say elephants, they say, "We are family."
Oh, so-
I got all my
I didn't say
sisters
it, guys.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, so that was the big lady. And then the big news in motorsports... Shit, I just said the big lady, guys. I'm
This is
sorry.
the thing, big lady, big. You're not helping, bro. Carry on.
I'm sorry.
But no, man, it's not that bad.
Huh?
It's not that bad.
Are you gonna put a picture?
I'll put a picture.
You guys wanna get sued.
It's not
No,
that
she's a
bad.
rapper.
We are
It's not that
family, eh?
bad. Yeah, we're family.
We are family.
And all the cousins on the side.
Okay. Please, let's carry on. We're running out of time, guys. I'm scared. Jason takes out a gun immediately.
Hey,
The
man, have you
minute
seen
is
the
done-
look? So
I heard
anyway, excitement. Lewis going to Rory.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Did you see the photo, Yahai,
with the
in the suit?
Mm.
The Godfather.
privileges that he got.
Aye, the Godfather.
Yeah.
He's
And
actually
Mercedes
allowed to-
wouldn't give him all of that, huh?
Yeah, but
But, anyway.
during the past 2 years, Mercedes has been
Was
really
crap.
shitty.
So I'm just so happy that he's in my car.
Then I'm actually.
My favorite of
You know what
the
killed
greatest
Mercedes Benz?
driver.
You know what killed Mercedes Benz? The new 63.
Yeah.
The new 63 just blinded
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
So I'm happy Lewis he's back. The photo
Yeah.
in the suit, Barike the Godfather, he got 5 million likes.
Yeah, but I heard there was
within an
issues.
hour
There was,
of
there was
of
issues in
liking.
Italy.
Kang haba
I get
rad,
he's
he's black.
vegan.
Oh, he
So
doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, they gave him a bowl of pasta
Tada.
with what? But I heard it's got
They take offense. Yo, Italians take offense. I
and then they
once
take
saw-
offense and they go on a strike and they burn
I
something.
once saw I once saw some guy go Italy eating pizza and he put tomato sauce on pizza.
Ah,
and the guy went crazy.
I would
waiter
also
went
go
crazy. Like,
crazy
what the
though.
hell are you doing?
But it's the same thing as a chef. If you go to a good restaurant and you get a chef and you start putting tomato sauce, you see him come out and take his plate like a go to McDonald's, Baba. Hi, right now you don't.
So
know.
I'm happy for that.
I'm also
They've started testing. Apparently the car is looking good. Obviously,
And how's
he
that
makes
other
everything
guy?
look good.
How's the what's his name?
Called
Charlie.
the other driver.
The cli-
Yeah,
I get it. We look. Charlie is a solid driver.
I know.
Right? We'll see after the testing, Hore, now what strategy will be taken.
Yeah, because
Who's
I'm sure they're
going
gonna
to
say
be-
back off.
And you know what people were saying? Because Ferrari is such a good team, it's going to play to Red Bull's advantage because Red Bull, it's Max on his own, right? Who's strong. So, Bana, they're going to be taking points off each other, whereas Max, whereas Max on his own is taking maximum points.
But last year towards
Well,
the end, Max was not doing well.
Yeah, he wasn't doing, and that's what most people are counting on to say now.
hoping
Red
for.
Bull,
I think
But-
Red Bull. This I might be wrong. Red Bull has been the favorite because they've had a superior car compared to Mercedes-Benz and Ferrari. The minute the car started being shaky, the whole they won, but the plan fell apart.
but at the end of the day, ne, I think this is what F1 is all about. It's about the driver.
No, it's about nothing. Is about everything. The
It's
car,
everything
the driver
has to come together. Ne? And if the driver then gets a crap car, he can make a fist out of it, but the car will let him down.
The past 2 years, Hamilton has just not. He drove as like they. I mean, there was 2 years ago, 3 years ago when there were him and
Max,
when they had similar cars. The cars were done well. That was a good effort. The past 2 years, F1 has just been. Just go watch Max. You know.
So
It's been dominating.
I'm looking forward to the 2025 season. I think it's going to be one of the closest seasons we've ever had in a while because Ferrari, they're actually now looking to take both championships, the
They should. The
constructor
constructor, they should.
and the drivers'
You've got
championship.
two solid drivers.
Two solid
Guys,
drivers.
don't discount Aston Martin. Eh?
Now I was going to talk about Aston Martin. The owner, Aston Martin, Lawrence Stroll. The son is Lance, one of
Stroll.
the drivers.
Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll.
It sounds like Afrikaans. Not Stroll.
So Lance
Lance
is the other driver at Aston, and obviously they've got Fernando,
And
one of
Fernando's
the best.
been,
Right?
last day was
The
phenomenal.
problem is that people are complaining about
Lance.
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 And now the company may pass a
Oh, you
black.
see, you can't blame Pisana.
It's his father's, and now
If he was
there's
in South
a
Africa, there was gonna be a sub.
there's a legendary.
SARS after him.
Yeah.
Remember, I was asking you who's that Audi guy? Wow, the Jaguar designer.
Ian Callum.
Ian Callum.
Callum.
So there's
Don't ever forget.
Ian Callum wa F1. He's a legendary F1 designer, né? And he's bought shares go Aston.
Yeah.
And he's also moved with all his expertise. Adrian Newey. But he doesn't have enough shares. But he's being honest to say,
This
guys,
guy can't drive.
you
The boy can't
you
drive.
cannot make
Can't drive.
this person what he's not, and he is not giving us what we want. And Aston truly wants to challenge. You know, they don't just want to be a mid-table team, but they want to be challenging. And because of this thing, Lance Stroll and Lawrence, it's a whole big issue. But now people are saying, because of Lawrence, we are able now to get Aston to a higher level. So let's see how that plays out.
No, it's gonna be an exciting season.
I like the bravery, Adrian, to say, listen, we don't care if your father is the one that's putting most of the money up, but guy, you
But
can't.
the father is also, but I suppose.
Wabana, so that's I'm just so happy for this season.
No, I hope it's a season where we can watch. I mean, F1 is already riddled with rules, regulations.
It's so many.
It just makes it boring, man.
It makes it boring. So what you need within those rules is people that, because let's be honest, Hamilton does wonders, Chief. He does things that
It's a miracle.
yeah.
But again, there was a highly rated British commentator. He's been doing it for 39 years, and he was saying he's lost a little bit of his edge. But
He's older though.
put a 96% Hamilton in a Ferrari,
In a 100% car.
in a 100% Ferrari, then you'll see.
But
you'll
you
see
look at the
results.
last season, you're putting him in a Mercedes Benz. Toto, I don't know what
I
is it.
Toto was
Last
Toto
year-
didn't like Lewis.
Yeah.
No, but last year you put him in a car that was like,
It was a
you
crap
could
car.
see. I mean,
I think they knew
even
he's
if
leaving.
if it was in front, TYRES open. That's 12 pie.
They knew he was leaving, so maybe that's why.
Perhaps.
Okay, guys,
Maybe
I want to
that's
go
why.
home.
So here's quickly the term that Adrian Newey used, that experienced people know that you can't develop a driver into something he's not. You either have it
Or you don't.
and
We close with that one.
unfortunately Lance doesn't have. Guys, before we're not done actually, there's an interview after this.
Yeah, please
We're
stay.
interviewing an insurance guy, very insightful, just like the We Are Family speech that we got from Uncle here. So please stick around for the interview, and if you've got any other questions after the interview, send them through.
What's up? You can contact us. I'll put the contact information at the bottom. Thank you so much, guys. Ciao.
Ciao.
Peace out, man.
2, 1. Look at us, big professional.
This helps.
Yeah, look at